Today we're gonna be looking at a day trading strategy that can potentially generate 588% net profit. This strategy doesn't rely on any indicators because it's based solely on price action, and that is really interesting. We will delve deep into this strategy and then we will discuss the backtest results. So, let's dive into it! Today's strategy will be based on pin bar's candlestick pattern. And if you don't know it, let me quickly explain in 2 seconds how it works. Essentially, the pin bar is a candle that has a tiny body and a longer shadow. A bullish pin bar basically is a candle that has a tiny body, a small or non-existent upper shadow, and then has a longer lower shadow, like in this example. Whereas for a short pin bar, the lower shadow will be small or non-existent, and the upper shadow will be longer. So the logic behind this strategy is really simple. The price tries to go up, but then the sellers are really strong, and in fact the price closed below. Then the price suddenly starts to go down, because the sellers are so strong. In fact, as you can see, even here, we have the same situation, even though this shadow probably is too longer to consider a pin bar. Anyway, you see the longer shadow try to go up, but then it was rejected. So how we can detect this pin bar candlestick pattern? I created this indicator that basically you can set the percentage of longer shadow, the percentage of the body, and the percentage of the mini shadows. So longer shadow is this one, the body is this one, and the mini shadow is this one. For a short position, this will be the body, the longer shadow will be this one right here, and the mini shadow will be this one. In this case, I have set a 0.5 longer shadow. That means that the longer shadow must be greater or equal to that percentage. In fact, if we try to measure here, as you can see, we have a more than 1% longer shadow. Whereas the percentage of body means that this body must be lesser than this percentage. So it's difficult to measure here. Anyway, this body is lesser than 0.2%. And the mini shadow is the same. So this mini shadow is lesser than 0.01%. Basically, it means that there is no upper shadow. You can test it with different parameters to find a better settings to detect a pin bar candlestick pattern. Anyway, in order to find some more entry signal, I usually use it from 0.02 to 0.06 or 0.1. Anyway, you should always test with different parameters. These are the settings for detect the pin bar on the chart, whereas this is the filter, and it basically means that for a long position it will detect entry signals only if they are above this EMA. In this case it's 223. Whereas for a short position it will detect pin bar that are only below this EMA. In fact, if I try to apply the filter, this signal will disappear, as you can see here, because it's below this EMA. You may think that you have already solved this strategy on this video right here, but in reality that was a different approach. It was mainly focused on liquidation or stop hunting phenomenon, whereas this strategy is a pure candlestick strategy and it aims to look for the bullish or the bearish strength. Okay, so now that we understand all the strategy rules, which are really simple, let's see some backtest results. We are here on AXS USDT on Bybit exchange 30 minutes time frame. Longer shadow will be 0.15, body percentage minus 0.2, and the mini shadow will be 0.01, so basically 0. I disapply the filter, so we are not filtering any entry signal. $1,000 with a fixed order size and a 3.5x leverage. Initial capital $1,000 and 0.06% commission. We are going short, stop loss percentage, 3% stop loss, and 7% take profit. Let's see some backtest results. As you can see, guys, we have a really good equity shape. 588% net profit, 132 total trades, 43.9 win rate, 1.72 profit factor, 29.8% max drawdown, average trade 1.27%. So at the first glance, you may think probably this drawdown is too high. Yeah, in fact, it's not one of the best max drawdown value, but anyway, it is completely compensated by this kind of net profit, which is really high. In fact, as you can see, the net profit / drawdown is 5.25, which is really good value. risk-reward ratio 2.33, and considering this risk-reward ratio and this percentage profitable, in my opinion, it's a really good ratio. Average win 24%, average loss 11%, we are backtesting 2 years of chart, and honestly, this candlestick pattern along with the engulfing pattern is one of my favorite candlestick strategy, because it's really effective. In fact, according to my backtest, these are the most profitable. Anyway, I will code and analyze other candlestick strategies in the future. If you want me to backtest a specific candlestick pattern, please let me know in the comment section below and I will do my best to code it. So that's all for this video. The strategy will be free and you can find it in my Discord server, which you can find the link in the description down below. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye guys!